Hello goddesses, long time no see. This is Sarah Keats here with the Green Goddess. Today I would like to talk to you about diffusers and aromatherapy inhalers. What is the difference between the two? When you might want to use one over the other? What are the pros and cons? Safety issues? That kind of thing, okay? So buckle up, we're in for a nice ride. I get this question a lot at the farmer's market. People will see these at my table with my essential oils and they'll be like, what is that? Are you selling tampons, Sarah? And I'm like, no, I'm not selling tampons. These are aromatherapy inhalers. And I find that a lot of people don't really realize what they are until I explain. And then they're like, yes, they're like those Vicks things that we used to shove up our nose when we were kids and breathe in that, aroma, that Vicks aroma. So yes, very similar to that, okay? Now, what I love about these is that, well, there's two main reasons. One, they're super cheap, $5. I mean, come on. This will last you forever and ever and ever. And when do you get value like that? So they're really affordable. And they come in a variety of colors, which I love too, because I find that you can reuse them. But I find often that I don't like, okay, let's say I have clary sage in my pink diffuser or my aromatherapy inhaler. If I want to switch that and I get bored of clary sage, I might actually decide to keep this inhaler, this pink one, for all of my lighter and delicate floral aromas. And then I might choose one like my blue to do the eucalyptus and the peppermints and the more sharp camphorous aromas. And that's just simply because, I don't know, I guess I like to keep some with lighter aromas, some with heavier aromas. So they're really great because they come in all these different colors. And so and also if you have a big family and you're like, okay, Rain's is blue and Bodhi's is green and Mom's is pink and Dad's is black, then it's perfect. Everybody has their own and everybody knows whose is whose. Because you are going to be putting these in your nose or very close to. So if you want to keep everybody's clean and separate, then there you go. Okay, so the other reason why I love these so much, is that when you breathe in the aroma from an aromatherapy inhaler, and by the way, you choose, when I sell these are just plain, they have nothing in them. You are the boss of what you put in them. And when you breathe them, what you typically do is you hold it under the nose, or you can just insert it slightly, and it's best to close the other nostril and then breathe in. And then exhale, and then switch sides. And then exhale, and you're good. Okay, what this does is when you breathe in the aromatherapy inhaler, it delivers the medicine and the aroma and all the chemical constituents of whatever oil you put in there directly through the nasal passage into the limbic system of the brain. And the limbic system of the brain is known to be our emotional center. And why is this important? Well, it's important because it is literally the most effective way for you to receive aromatherapy for issues that stem from the inside of the body, as in emotional, psychological, spiritual, mental, emotions, are all of that kind of stuff. If you suffer with anxiety, depression, you get a little bit nervous in a group setting, you are having hormonal disruptions, you are feeling a little bit on edge, lethargic, or too energized, anything like that, that's not skin or topically related, this is your best way of receiving aromatherapy medicine. And that might come as a surprise to you because diffusers are very trendy right now. This is a diffuser that I have at home, and maybe many of you might have some as well. For those of you who don't know what a diffuser is, it's basically a little contraption like this. You take the lid off and you fill it with distilled water, and then you put your drops of essential oil into that water. Usually about 10 drops, 12 drops, somewhere like that, depending on the size of your diffuser. And then you plug it in, you turn it on, beep, and this little mist comes out of here, and it carries the particles of the essential oil into the air around you. And with time, eventually, your room will fill up with a lovely aroma. Now that's a wonderful thing. Let's say, for example, I sell an essential oil blend called pumpkin pie. And right now in Canada, today actually, is Thanksgiving Day. And so how lovely would it be if you were having guests over and you put on a little diffuser in your house with Green Goddess Pumpkin Pie Essential Oil Blend or any other blend that you love, and you put it in your home, and people will walk in, instead of smelling a synthetic fragrance that isn't very good for our health, they can breathe in a nice aroma of essential oils and might say, oh my gosh, your house smells so great. Have you been making pumpkin pie, or what is that? Now, but here's the negative that comes with that. And the negative is this. When you use a diffuser in your home, you are forcing other people and inhabitants in your home to breathe in that aroma, whether they want to or not. So let's say you have family over and one of them has a sensitivity to aroma, or they just plain don't like that aroma, or they have a health condition or a contraindication to a certain oil. And it's a very complicated world of essential oils, and you never just really know if somebody is going to have a reaction or have an allergy that you might not be aware of. The other thing is if you're inviting guests over at your home and they have small children and you don't realize that there are safety issues, like, did you know you're not supposed to diffuse eucalyptus essential oil around children under the age of 10? It's not considered a safe practice. Same with peppermint. Peppermint is not supposed to be used on children under the age of 6. So we have these little things in the aromatherapy world, these little rules that we try to follow, but not everybody is aware of those. If you have pets in your home, diffusing in a room can maybe not be the best choice. Dogs are okay with some essential oils, and they are not okay with others. So you really have to do your due diligence if you're a pet owner and your pets are inside the home with you. Cats, if you have a cat, essential oil diffusing or using essential oils around cats is not a good idea. The reason is because cats lack an enzyme in their liver that is necessary to break down all those chemical components of the essential oil and safely eliminate it out of their system. So what happens is that it builds up in their system, and with time this can cause a real problem for your cat. Okay, so be very aware. And I don't know enough to comment on other animals, guinea pigs and hamsters and birds and whatever, but I would suspect that the same would be true. Unfortunately, when I was a little girl, we had a bird, we had a parrot, and we killed it by mistake one day when my mom and dad were motorcycle riders, and they had their leathers out, and they sprayed their leathers and their boots one day, not realizing, and our bird died because it has such a tiny respiratory system, and it can be very hard on those animals. So I say that really sad story because it can be a lesson that hopefully you will learn from and not have any pet fatalities or sickness or vet bills or anything like that. So be cautious. I also don't really like diffusing in my home until my babies are at least over the age of 2. And that's a personal preference that I have. I know that a lot of aromatherapists out there are starting to put out more warnings about using essential oils so willy-nilly around young children. So it's just something that's been on my radar. And I have a 2-year-old at home, I have a 6-year-old, and I have an 8-year-old. So my 2-year-old, she just turned 2, and I just haven't used my diffuser for that purpose. So again, that is why these aromatherapy inhalers make such a great choice. Because they're personal and they're really discreet. And what I am finding a lot of my customers are purchasing these diffusers or these aromatherapy inhalers are for their children to go to school with and maybe pop it in their pencil case or their backpack. And if their kids suffer with a little bit of anxiety, or maybe they're having trouble focusing on what the teacher is saying, or they're having trouble, insert whatever issue. These just make such a discreet and fantastic way for children to enjoy the power of aromatherapy without forcing it on other people, okay? So how do you load these and how, well, we showed you how you use them, right? So when you load them, this is what you're gonna do. It's a little bit tricky, so have patience and just be warned. So in the bottom here, there's a little edge that you need to loosen and open up. And inside, and you might be able to do that with your nails, and if you can't, maybe like a butter knife or something like that, just to snap that little end piece off. And inside you'll see this cotton wick. And this is the cotton wick that will be plain. It won't be scented when you get it, and you get to be the boss of what you put on it. And so what I like to tell people to do is get a paper towel and put the cotton wick on. And usually you'll do this on a counter, but I'm just trying to show you for this video. And you will take your essential oil. Today I'm using one of mine called Rosalina. And Rosalina is the oil that is a fantastic substitute for eucalyptus. Eucalyptus not being safe under the age of 10. If my kids ever have like a little bit of respiratory ailment or congestion or a sore throat, or they feel like they're getting sick, we will immediately turn to Rosalina. And this Rosalina I sell for $30 a bottle. It is a little one of my more expensive oils, but it's still very affordable, especially compared to many other essential oil companies out there. And it is pure, and well, we'll do another video about the quality another time. So I like to put about 6 drops on here for kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I will just let it soak into that cotton wick for a couple minutes before I put it back in and snap it shut. And then what you'll notice is there's a little screw area here. You untwist that, you take the lid off, and inside here there's a hole, there's a couple holes, and your cotton wick will be in there, and then you will inhale and you will get the aroma from your oil. Okay, that's how you use it. Questions. If you have any questions, come and visit me at a farmer's market if you're a local. I would love to see you, and I can show you my collection of oils and the aromatherapy inhalers, and answer any questions you might have. If you are not local and you don't visit me at the farmers markets, please go to my website, www.iamthegreengoddess.com, and you can shoot me an email. And you can also order these online. So they are available online, like I said, $5 plus tax. And of course we have our huge collection of essential oils. Keeping in mind that this time of season is the time of cold and flu, and of course we have COVID thrown in there for good measure, and so making sure that you're avoiding the eucalyptus and you're avoiding any blends that have that eucalyptus or peppermint in them if you have young children, and instead looking for something like Rosalina or something that's safer. Okay, that's everything. I'll link below to our website and to, these aromatherapy inhalers so you can make a quick purchase if you need to. Otherwise, I'll wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for tuning in, and I will be back again shortly with another video. Okay, bye-bye. Sending love and lots of turkey blessings to you all. Thanks. Bye.